in this session I'm going to discuss about class in C++. It is a nutshell for OOPS concept. Also, it laid a foundation for modularity in programming languages like C++. Now, let me explain the concept of modularity in a simple manner. Imagine you are working for a huge project like a patient management system, and you might need to work with various tasks like patient information collection, patient data processing, I mean EEG, ECG, CT, MR data processing, and finally there may be a report generation task. Suppose if you are doing all these work, I mean all these information in a single block of code, it would be very chaotic. So to avoid this situation, what we can do is, by making use of the concept of class, we can break this huge project into smaller reusable modules, like a separate class for patient data information processing, another block for CT, MR or ECG, EEG data processing, and another module for report generation. So this approach makes the entire project in a well structured and organized way. So in the coding section, I will make it more clear. So let's move on to the coding part.
Hi all, welcome to coding section. I will show you how do we represent a single class. Write class and give any name. So I am planning to write a dummy class for patient data information processing. So I am giving this name patient underscore data info. Then open a curly bracer. Now you can write all the information, all the possible information inside this bracket. There are two distinct elements inside a class: member functions and member variables. See, actually member functions are the task or operation that's supposed to perform. I have already mentioned this is a class for patient data information processing. Suppose if I am selecting a CT image data, the possible functions could be an image pre-processing, maybe a image contrast enhancement, there may be a post-processing task. See, please do remember this. So these are all some fictitious tasks that I am assigning for your understanding. And so now what are the variables? So the variables are the data associated with these functions. Okay, so I will repeat again. In a class there are two distinct elements: member functions and member variables. So the member functions are the possible process, I mean task associated with the class. So in this context, these are the functions. Member functions: image processing, pre-processing, contrast enhancement, and post-processing. Okay. Now, the member variables could be image data, maybe image size, maybe image dimension, or image modality. Okay. These are the possible functions and variables. Now, in a class, there are certain protocol, certain rules to initialize these functions and variables. So we can put these members under public or private. First, I will tell you how we are initializing these members under public. So as the name indicate, so the public means all these members are available to the outside class. To make it public, so write public. Okay, then first I'm initializing member variables. See, I have already mentioned the possible member functions, sorry, member variables, image, data, size, dimension, and modalities. Okay, now I will tell you how we are assigning. So it is like image is double of image, then size int size, then dimension int, then image modality, it is a string. Modality means either CT or MR. Okay, we have declared the member variable. Now we are declaring the member functions. So I am writing the functions now. Await. We can give any return type. I am simply putting await. So pre-processing. So inside which we can pass the arguments. I'm just kept it empty. So I'm going to define this function. Just for understanding, I am writing a print statement inside this function. Actually, there may be a huge code inside this function. Okay, now we have declared the data processing function. Likewise, I'm going to declare other functions also. Now I have declared all the member functions here. Okay. See, the one important thing is we can either put the definition inside the class or outside the class. In the later section, I will tell you how we are separately define and declare a function. Now we have declared some variables and functions under public. So please to remember all these things are available outside the class. Now I will tell you the importance of variable members under private. As the name indicate, these variables are, these members are not available outside the class. In any project, there are certain information that should kept secret, and we will make only available to some small group of people. So in this medical image data processing, the hardcore patient informations like patient name, sex, age are very crucial, and it is not at all, we are not supposed to make available to everyone. So these kind of information should be protected so that we can put all these information under the label of private. These informations are not available outside this class. Now I will tell you how we are representing members under private. So put private. See, what could be the data under private? Member variables under private. It is patient name. So it is a string. Then age, integer. Then sex, again string. Suppose he is a tumor patient, we can put the tumor grade. So these are the anticipated data for your understanding. Now we can set the functions as we do in the public. Now I am setting the functions under the private label. Void set patient info. I am just putting a print statement. So far we have discussed how we are representing a class and how we are representing members under private and public label. So in the next session, I will tell you the important concept of object creation and how we are accessing these members from the class. So please stay tuned on.